Hello, everybody. Welcome to my weird and wonderful world, and welcome back to Sparkstember. We are day 16. It's album 16, and that will be Gratuitous Sax Senseless Violins. It's a great. They had been at, at this point when this came out, they had been absent from making an album for like 6 years, pretty much 6 years. No word. They were pretty. People thought they were done and gone, and they were no longer a band because the last couple of albums they were a little. For me personally, they're kind of stinkers. Let's face it, they are a little bit stinkers. But this album, after they needed that. I think they really needed that break. They needed to focus their attention on doing other stuff, like making a movie, trying to make a movie and everything. We'll get to that in a minute. I have some interesting things to talk about with this album. I love it, and we're gonna get into the rating and ranking. Just I just dive right in. Now you see how much more improved it is when I get to sing my way. And I know, I noticed it after I did it. It's like, dang, darn it! It's supposed to be when I kiss you. There's supposed to be a you in there, and I'm so sorry that I messed that up. I hear Charlie Parker playing, but look, they both got 10 out of 10s because I have to admit I really enjoy them. Frankly, darling, I don't give a damn. That went up a point 0.5 because I really like it. I thought I told you to wait in the car. Now, I have to mention something about that song because when that came up last night on the headphones, right? And I don't know if you are like, if you listen to the song, you let me know if you've noticed this in the song and what you think of it. But here's my synopsis of what I think it happened. And I love it. I think it's perfect and it really illustrates the genius of Ron because I can tell you 100% when I play it out loud in the stereo, I do not hear this, but in my headphones, it's clear as a bell. It's subtle, it's almost in the background, but when you listen to the song and it's not centered, but just a little bit left of centered, kind of over the heart. It's about right here in the sound, not over here, not in front. It's just right there. And it's only in the verses part where the narrator, the protagonist, who has to wait in the car while his other half, his better half, his partner is a celebrity and doing the walkways and the red carpets and all that with. And I thought I told you to wait in the car. Every time he tries to speak up and go out and wants to hobnob a little bit. He's feeling kind of rejected because he's feeling that, yeah, he's feeling snubbed. And but every time that he's saying his lines in the car, his little and it's all going pretty much in the protagonist's head in the song. You hear this little ticking, tick, 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 tick right here, and it doesn't and disappears when the I want you to wait in the car because it's no longer from his perspective. That little tick 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 is a watch or a clock ticking the time, and that's him sitting in the car like being impatient, being bored, waiting for looking at the clock, waiting for his partner to come back, and he's like, I don't want to wait in the car. It's clear I don't want to. That tick, that little tick there is a reminder, and it only shows up when the protagonist is. But more towards the end of the song, when it gets to the end of the song, it starts happening a little bit more, even while the I thought I told you to wait in the car. It still happens during that. I think that adds such a deeper layer and another element, another dimension to the song that just makes it a little bit better. I really wanted to give it a 10 out of 10, and I probably should have. I probably should have because it is a it is a good song. But no, I mean no, it's a great song. It's a great song, which is why it gets a 9.5. But I'm reserving the awesomes for those little extra that I just love, and so that, yeah, again, that's why I put when when do I get to sing my way? And I hear Charlie Parker playing at tens now. Then you of course hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. That got a little bump also. It's a little bit better, but not quite up. Not quite very good. It's good. It's good, but not. It's not very good. It's good. Now that I own the BBC, always loved that. Always loved that. I don't know why. I tried a little test run earlier to see if it would sound, because I can play it on my little keyboard. But I went to do a test run to see if it would pick it up, and for some reason, my Blue Snowball is now not picking it up. It did before. It was working at one moment. Now it's not working. I gotta look into my computer and find out why it's not working. Why it's not doing what it should do sometimes with that. But anyway, let's continue. I mean, it looked like I was just going with my normal basic, point fives, rounding them up and that. But then I get to, well, Suhark. Yeah, I was about to say about Suhark, and I know how to play that now. The doot 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 doot. It's and I love how it sounds in the headphones, and you go along with it. So I bumped it up. I bumped it up a little bit. Oh, let's get everything in the right direction. Okay, let's focus on this again. The Ghost of Liberace, I put it up a point one because it's okay. I didn't do any of those during this, but I was thinking it, and when the time, I'm just not willy nilly just going to. I'm still trying to be as honest with my rating. If I feel it is a 9.5 or an 8.5, that's what I put. But what if I feel it is an 8.6 because I just want to give it that extra little, just even if it's a point one more, it's just to say that a tiny little smidge better. Let's Go Surfing got a tiny, even a little tiny bit more. See, it's just to differentiate, not to give them a full nine each, right? But just to say that Let's Go Surfing is slightly better than the Ghost of Liberace, but which were slightly better than the first time around. You get the idea. Of course, the Senseless Violins. Now, I put that up to a 9.5 because it is a continuation, basically a continuation of the gratuitous sax at the first part. And I gave him a 9, I gave that a 9.5 the first time and gave it a 9.5 because it really does set up the of what you're going to get, because it's just to let you know that it's not just music, but again, it's more classier music, that you are getting something classy. They're talking about Frank Sinatra, talking about Sid Vicious, talking about Charlie Parker, talking about Liberace, you know, talking about these figures of so yeah, so just want to throw that in, and of course with the the bonus stuff of National Crime Awareness Week, I had to bump that up to a 9. She's an anchor man. That's a 9. It stays the same. And a little drummer boy, I understand it's that Christmas tradition, but they still did a good job. They did a good job. Good job. So yeah, that's why it got a little bump up. You'll see how that all plays out at the end of the month and everything, and how everything is going to measure up, because they're going to have to add some more to this. Is now, as you see, there's more 10 out of 10s than before, so this list is going to be longer, and I'm going to make this wicked, like, now that I have everything on my Seagate, my 2 terabyte drive, like everything that I get in music gets ripped right to this as soon as I get them. So, and then some even stuff that I'm borrowing from my brother. So I will be making an ultimate playlist for myself using, like using the using this. But I also may at the end of the month make a nice huge playlist on Spotify for you guys, like that. Like all my favorite Spark songs, like all the 10 out of 10s, from the best working our way down to the least best, because there's no worst when it comes to 10 out of 10s. They're all 10 out of 10s. You can't call anything a worst. There's just a little slightly less than the ones above it. All right, I am done with this one. I have another episode coming right after this that I'm making. I have time to make it. So, yeah, I am going to do my part 4 of my Creedence Clearwater Revival. I have gone through the fourth CD, which I will explain once you go there to the next episode. And or you can go and check out that playlist for the Creedence Clearwater Revival. I'm not putting it at the end here. At the end here, I'm putting down here the playlist for all of Sparkstember, and then I be put like when I post this, I be putting the last episode. But once I make my next episode, I come back here and I change it, and I will put it to my next episode. So when you're playing the playlist, at the end of every episode, it will point you. It should right here. It should point you to the next episode. So everybody, I love you all. Don't subscribe to me right yet. Right yet. Go watch more videos of mine. I don't want you just willy nilly, subscribing to me, out of the blue for whatever reason. I want you to be happy here. I want you to be comfortable and enjoy my company and hear what I have to say. And I want your happiness is important to me. Since it seems that people are not getting the message and want to drop out, that's fine, but yeah, just take go watch some other stuff first. Just don't jump on and subscribe to me right away. I'm done with that. I again, yeah, don't be afraid to hit the like button though. That is perfectly free. Leave me comments. I love hearing from you. Tell me whatever you want to tell me, how to improve. Just be nice. Just be polite about it. But you can criticize me a little bit here and there. Tell me I'm a bonehead when I make mistakes and everything. I completely accept it and always try to improve as much as I can. And okay, everybody, just be safe. Take care. I will see you on the flip side or the next episodes. I hope you're following along with this as I go along. But okay, be just have a great day, evening, morning, night, or afternoon, wherever you may be. Peace, everybody.